Well, here we are at the FFCA. None of us can sleep. We've been all up in the arms about this college playoff format. Who makes the tournament? Why do they make the tournament? Did they play a tough enough schedule? Hey, Jake, who is on the committee that selects these teams? I want to know who's making the picks. These are some of the concerns I have after further review. We're picking 12 teams. I just want to know this. Why in the hell are we having these conference games? I mean, to determine who the Big Ten champion is, to determine who the SEC champion is. When I was in the NFC South, we played everybody in our division twice a year. So it was pretty easy to see who was the best in our division. When I was in the AFC West, same thing. We played everybody twice. But in some of these conferences, these teams don't even play each other. I mean, hell, I'm looking at Indiana. They didn't play Michigan, Ohio State, or USC. Then I look at Ohio State. They didn't have to go play Oregon or USC. How the hell do you determine who a conference champion is when these conferences are way too big? Some of these conferences got about 20 teams in a conference. It's impossible. Here's my problem. I just point this out to you. Here's Indiana playing Ohio State for the Big Ten championship. Meanwhile, Oregon is sitting at home getting a bye week before the tournament starts? What logic is that? Then you got Alabama playing Georgia for the SEC championship, and you got a team like Ole Miss and Texas A&M. They're fresh as a daisy, man. They don't even have to play a game, but they get into the tournament? What kind of logic is this? That's like the top two seeds in the NFC. Let's say the Chicago Bears and the LA Rams having to play to see who the number one seed of the NFC is before we go to the playoffs. Meanwhile, we got everybody else that's in the playoffs sitting at home having a bye week. Does that make sense? Hell no, it doesn't make sense. I'm saying this. If you're going to have these conference games, I'm all for that. We can have the Big Ten championship game. Ohio State, go play Indiana. Alabama, you go play Georgia. Texas Tech, go play BYU. And Virginia, you go play Duke. But the rest of you guys aren't getting off the hook. Some of you guys got to keep proving your resumes worthy by playing another game as well. Here's my solution. Just see what you think. Ohio State and Indiana are going to play, and win, lose, or draw, both teams get a bid. They've had great seasons. Georgia and Alabama are going to play to see who wins this SEC, but both teams are getting in no matter who wins or loses. And Texas Tech and BYU, they're playing to determine the Big 12 championship. Whoever wins is in, whoever loses is in. But they're playing for a distinct title of the Big 12. And then Virginia plays Duke. If Virginia wins that game, they're in. If Virginia loses that game, I'm going to punch Malisack and they're out. And I'm going to get to the Virginia scenario in just a second. But there are 6 teams that are automatically in. Ohio State, Indiana, Georgia, Alabama, Texas Tech, and BYU, but they get an opportunity to go play for their division championship. Now the rest of you guys, just listen carefully. Since they got to play and they're the best teams, you guys got to play as well. We're going to have 5 games, so 10 teams are going to have to play just like the teams I just mentioned. I pick cities. Los Angeles, Tampa Bay, of course, New Orleans, Minnesota's got a nice dome, and I like Vegas, Allegiant Stadium. These 5 cities are going to host a game. These 5 games are going to determine who's in. If you lose one of these 5 games, you're out. And here's what we're going to do. We're going to pick the highest seed, which is left, and that's the Oregon Ducks. Oregon, you're going to go play James Madison, because I keep hearing James Madison should be in the tournament because of they won a division or whatever the rules are. I admire that. Well, you're in JMU if you beat Oregon, okay? Then I'm going to say Ole Miss, you're the 6th seed right now. You guys are going to go play the Tulane Green Wave. You've already beat them bad once. Beat them again, and you guys will eliminate Tulane. Obviously, Tulane, you beat Ole Miss, you're in the tournament. You know, the Ole Miss Rebels, they could win the national championship, but their coach left. I don't ever remember an NFL team that's entering the playoffs before they even start, have their head coach leave, take another job of another team. We got to see how Ole Miss plays against Tulane in this play-in game, just to make sure they're still the Rebels we know they are. I want to see Notre Dame play the Miami Hurricanes. Winner take all. The winner's in, the loser's out. I saw these two teams play. Everybody's talking about it. Miami beat Notre Dame. Hey, it's week 2 of the season. The quarterback is a veteran now for Notre Dame. Nothing stays the same. You get better or worse throughout the season. Let's see Notre Dame and Miami one more time in Las Vegas. Wouldn't that be great? Winner is in, loser's out. And let's see Texas A&M one more time. A lot of people are critical of their schedule. And if you look at it, I didn't see them play Alabama or Georgia. Did you, Jake?
Nope.
No. So let's see the Vanderbilt Commodores play Texas A&M in Atlanta. The winner's in. The loser goes home. I think it's fair. And I think we should replay that Oklahoma-Texas game. You know, Texas did beat 3 top 10 teams. And Oklahoma did lose to Texas in the Red River Classic. But Mateer was coming off an injury. Let's play that Red River Classic one more time in Minnesota. And let's see who's in and who's out. My point is, these 5 games will give us 5 distinctly honorable teams that deserve to be there. And it'll really eliminate the 5 teams that don't deserve to be there. We have the 6 teams I talked about, and Virginia. The Cavaliers will be the 12th team if they beat Duke in the ACC championship. What if Virginia loses to Duke? So now we go back to the 5 games, the bonus games that I'm proposing, and we take the highest ranked loser as the 12th team. That's how it's going to be decided. But these teams that are playing the conference championship, they don't deserve to be penalized, potentially lose a starter or 2, and not have these guys for the finals, man, for the championship. No. You don't make the highest ranked teams play and the lower ranked teams sit and lobby for position. No, that doesn't happen.